You're looking live at Los Angeles Airport, where the columns have been lit up in Lakers colors, purple and gold, a tribute to Laker legend Kobe Bryant, who we lost tonight with 8 others in a helicopter crash in California.
Like so many, I had the privilege of sitting down with Kobe and had many conversations with him over the years. Now, one of the most meaningful to me was done just a few years ago. It was in Philadelphia. It was when he was about to announce his retirement year, and being with him in that school and sitting down with him and hearing what he wanted to do next. So this very court.
This very court right here.
Wow.
We used to play pickup basketball.
But the thing is, I heard from coaches back then, junior high, and they said, this guy's a pro. What did you know? What did you know?
Probably about my 12th grade year, my senior year. I knew I had things measured pretty well,
right.
And I started sizing up the pro competition. What do I need to do to play with the big boys? You know?
All the way, 20 years with the same team, the LA Lakers. How important is that to you?
Extremely. It means everything to me. I was such a huge Laker fan growing up. I mean, like a diehard Laker fan. I had Magic posters, Magic T-shirts, had all the video cassettes of them winning championships, and it was my dream to be a Los Angeles Laker. And so, to be here for 20 years and to get to know some of my mentors, it's been a dream come true. I mean, I meet fans where, we're the same age, and they say, man, I was just coming out of high school. You were just coming to the Lakers. I was just starting UCLA. You were just starting with the Lakers, and now they're either executives at big corporations or movie studios, whatever the case may be. But we've literally grew up together, and that's such a beautiful thing.
You're very humble in saying that you have received far more than you have given to the fans, that you feel that way, and yet you sincerely feel that way. What have you learned about yourself through these 20 years of being in the NBA?
Wow. What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
You have talked about wanting to have your place in the history of this game. I mean, you said that from day one. That it was very important to you, that it wasn't about, yes, you've made a lot of money, yes, all that, but that was never your motivation.
Right.
Top 5 players of all time. Who would those 5 players be, and would you crack the starting 5?
Sure. No, I would never put myself in the starting 5 ever. I'll put the people that I've actually learned the most from, being Jordan, Magic, Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Jerry West. Those are the players that personally I have learned the most from.
First word that comes to mind when I say these words, okay? Basketball.
Love.
Los Angeles.
Home.
Retirement.
Peace.
And legacy.
Wow.
Well, it's a good word.
Wow.
It is. An appropriate word like that. Always tried to wear purple when I was around him. He appreciated that so much. But do you all remember this? Before he sat down to do that interview, and this was before it's going to be his last season, he wrote that letter.
Yes.
He wrote a letter to the city of Los Angeles, where he played for 20 years. This is part of what he said. Whether you view me as a hero or a villain, please know I poured every emotion, every bit of passion, and my entire self into being a Laker. I'm getting chills. What you've done for me is far greater than anything I've done for you.
And the fans felt that.
Yeah, they really did.
Listening to that interview, Robin, I was struck by, and I think it's unavoidable, how incomplete Kobe's answer was on legacy, where he simply uttered, wow.
Right. But I remember him also saying, there's a difference between what you do and who you are. And just think about that. And I think that's why it was so difficult for him to talk about the legacy, because he had so much more. Wasn't done.
And I had a chance to interview him for Dear Basketball, which he won an Oscar for. And it was interesting to see him take the same mentality that he had as a basketball player and apply it not only in TV but also in just in business in general and have the same type of success.
Yeah.
Amazing.
An Oscar.
An Oscar.
Yeah.
Only one to ever do it.
Yeah. We have with us now Michael Wilbon, an ESPN commentator who knew Kobe very well. And Michael, I know that you had a very special relationship with Kobe. Tell us about that.
Well, Robin, like you did, I had a front row seat to Kobe's entire career from not long after those days at that high school gym you were visiting in Philly through the final, days of his career as a Los Angeles Laker. And it was fascinating to see. I sat down with him. I just looked at it, the last interview we did on camera, talking about what was to come. And you talk about an incomplete answer there. He had so much planned, and he was so passionate about it. He was so engaged. And, people have asked me today, what do you think of first? And the basketball is not what I think of first. I think because when you have that front row seat, it also comes with a pass to sort of get you behind the curtain. And in that case, with the people that you get to interact with for years and years and years, there are personal things. I had a heart attack 12 years ago, this week actually. And when I got out of the hospital and got home, at the front door was an enormous bouquet of flowers. And the note said, from Kobe Bryant. And I was trying to figure out, okay, who's playing this practical joke on me? And I called the Lakers, and they confirmed that Kobe had called to ask for my address. And that preceded a complete dressing down of what I needed to do better as I got older, particularly with a son on the way. And we talked about parenthood and fatherhood and health and all the sorts of issues that people don't necessarily see when they're looking at games and post-game interviews. And you're talking about last-second shots and strategies and what went into this and what about this pass and teammates and decision-making. And that was all there. And as I have said today, God knows I loved every performance I saw. And they were performances. I mean, it was like performance theater. And I think that, we can go back to some people, and certainly Magic and Michael had that, and Kobe had it, and you felt it every single time you watched him, that you were watching theater. And so there's that combination of the personal and the professional that I'm still trying to sort of get my arms around this entire tragic day. And I haven't done it yet, and I suspect it's going to take a long time.
Well, Michael, we appreciate you sharing that with us about your special relationship with Kobe, and we are sorry for your loss as well, my friend.
Same with you guys. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.